easier, it makes them possible, you know.
Yeah.
And it's that to me corrects a lot of I guess misnomer when it comes to being a Christian in a walk. People think, oh, because you have faith, like life gets easier, or like you just don't have any problems, or you're not supposed to have any problems. We even act like we won't have any problems sometimes, but it just makes things possible. So definitely a lot of great messages I'd say in here, and the embroidery. I really can't wait to see the second level of your collection.
Got some sayings for her right now. You know what I'm saying, that she can put on some of her new shirts.
Okay,
that I'm gonna give her.
Now, you're not gonna charge her for these.
You. I'm gonna give them to you.
Okay. What's one?
The talk show where we're kicking it and having fun on inspirational radio. We're the talk show, kicking it and having fun. So turn your radio up.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another exciting episode of The Real. I am the good Reverend Pathos, and I'm coming to you live from way upstate. We have a special guest on tonight, and we have, as always, the Deacon Seaworth and his main man, Mr. Dynamite. And we cannot forget about the lovely LaSonia Witt. We got to give it to her. So join us for this fantastic episode, and we're going to bring you everything you thought you needed and then some. Do you hear me? Do you hear the sound of my voice coming through these airwaves as I bring to you the gospel of Jesus Christ? He is a way maker. He is a test taker.
Yes.
He is a title breaker. He is a doctor. He's a lawyer. He's a cook. He's a surgeon. I'll tell you what, he's everything to me.
Yes.
Oh my God, he's everything to me.
Well, Reverend Pathos, I know who you are today. I know the first time you came to introduce us, I'm thrown off. I didn't know.
Listen,
I didn't know.
the power of the Holy Ghost throws a lot of people off. But once you get in the presence of the Holy Ghost, you'll never be thrown off again, my brother.
I got you. Do you remember Reverend Pathos?
No, I don't.
Do you remember a show
Well,
in Living?
I do.
Reverend Pathos was a pastor on In Loving Cover on one of their skits.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and look them up. I'm definitely gonna.
I had to Google it. Jim Carrey used to play Reverend Pathos, and who was his?
He sounded like that too.
But we are excited about tonight. Beverly, you are the first business clothing line that we've had on this new format of the Re-Up. The TheReuPLive. Now, we've been doing this for about, where are we at now? 10 years, Mr. Dynamite? We started off on online radio.
Serving our community and giving back to all the less fortunates and the illegitimates.
And the illegitimates.
I see
So
that. It's fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're about to have a lot of fun. Now, this is a platform, and that's the reason why we're featuring you tonight. This is a platform where we want to be showcase our Christian brothers and sisters, no matter what they're doing. We've always focused on singing and art, and, comedy and things like that. But business, we're Christians, we're all over the place, and we're doing a lot of big things. And so, our platform, we're building it to reach the world with our gifts and our talents, because we feel like that's the ministry for it. So super excited about that conversation with you. If you're with us tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about Dante Bowles. He has a new song that came out called Demon. If you were with us a couple of, it was probably a couple of months ago, we did a show based off of when Dante Bowles left Maverick City. So want to follow up on that, some new things that have come about from that. Real big thing on the scene, definitely in social media, is Sierra's dress and Russell Wilson, allowing his wife to wear such a revealing dress, I guess. And so real quick, the name of your business, Custom Creations by Her. And I'm going to actually bring up your site while we're talking. But tell us a little bit about your business and your name and what you're trying to accomplish.
So Custom Creations by Her is my t-shirt business. I started off as, basically just doing a few little t-shirts for fun, really. I just wanted to do something different. I wanted a new hobby. As you remember, I did cakes back in the day. And so I decided, I wanted to venture out on something different. And actually, a friend of mine had talked about shirts that she wanted to do a long time ago. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. But she never did it. And so I picked it up and I said, you know what? It's something I can do right in my home. It's something I can do to earn extra money if I want. And then it just went from there. I have gotten a few really large jobs. And I'm just blessed to continue to be able to do something that I actually find very relaxing and fun at times. To be honest with you, embroidery is my main thing that I like doing.
Okay.
You see on my site, it does tell you that I'm going to be introducing custom embroidery for children soon. It's something that, I make sure I do, like for my grandkids, their birthday shirts. So whatever the theme of their shirts are, then I do their birthday shirts. So it started off with that I wanted to get into embroidery, but the regular t-shirts and what you see there is a combination of some vinyl and some ETF prints that I order, and then I do whatever color shirt you want. So that really has been my moneymaker. So embroidery will get there. I still have faith and believe that God is going to put me where I want to be with embroidery.
One of the first shirts that stood out to me is "Blessed by God, spoiled by my husband." I think I'm gonna give my wife one of those. You know what I mean? So
yes.
But where were the inspirations for these statements? Like, where's that coming from? Are these different experiences that you have? Are these based off of certain scriptures that you love or relate to or inspired by?
Well, let me first say I don't create the sayings.
Okay.
But when I see them, the ones that really resonate with me, I grab them. There are companies that sell prints, and that's what I do this side. I do have my own company that I'm in my own line that's coming out. I thought I would have it ready. I got a sneak peek for y'all, but I don't have it all of my products just yet together, but I can give you guys a sneak peek of my line. And my line is called Committed. So,
I love it.
Thank you very much. So if you notice, I don't know if you see every morning I post, the Bible verse for the day. And I don't know if you noticed, but at the end of it, I always put #morning devotions, #committed, because committed is my line that I'm going to be coming out with. And I'm so proud of it. So one that says, nah, bigger. And then it says God. I think about the vision that I have. And it, like I said, it started off small. It started off with one little thing. And, as I started to get my walk closer to God, he started showing me something bigger than what I was thinking of. So when I saw that one, I was just like, oh, I got to have that one. I got to have that one because I know he has something bigger planned than what I'm seeing myself. Then the one blessed by God, spoiled by my husband, that's just me. That's me all the way. God has really blessed me. And he's blessed me with the husband that I have. And I thank God for him. So I can't not wear that. As a matter of fact, I think I had that shirt on Sunday. So, yeah. So all of them, I never forget when I first saw the little shirt that says, if you're not sent by God, I'm not available. Yeah, I was there. I was there. Yeah, I was there at a point. I had gone through a divorce, and I was, it was just me and my youngest son at the time, and I was like, Lord, I'm good. My son can stay here for the rest of his life. I ain't gotta have a man. It's gonna be you, me, and my son. And that's how I felt. And I just really think that things happen the way they happen because God sent him that way. He sent him to me. So
I love it. See, it's a story behind everything, and that's what we want to hear. About because that's the thing. We all live life, right? And that's kind of where I wanted to get to. Like, that certain things mean certain things to people when they see it.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the faith shirt above here. It says faith does not make things easier; it makes them possible.
Yeah.
And it's that, to me, corrects a lot of I guess misnomer when it comes to being a Christian in a walk. People think, oh, because you have faith, like life gets easier, or like you just don't have any problems, or you're not supposed to have any problems. We even act like we won't have any problems sometimes, but it just makes things possible. So definitely a lot of great messages, I'd say, in here. And the embroidery, I really can't wait to see the second level of your collection.
I got some sayings for her right now, you know what I'm saying, that she can put on some of her new shirts.
Okay, let's
I'm gonna give her.
Now, you're not gonna charge her for
you. I'm gonna give them to you.
Okay. What's one?
Try Jesus, not me.
Because I throw hands, are you gonna put that part on there too?
I mean, you can if you want to, but they get it. When you say try Jesus, not me, people understand where you're coming from. Don't run up, or you will get done up.
I might have something like that for you.
Yeah.
Toby Ngagwe.
I'm Shelton. I'm gonna go back to something you were saying a minute ago, where you were talking about faith and how people think that we don't have trials and nothing happens. And it's so funny because when I have a cousin that I talk to, her husband was our pastor, and when I started thinking about my vision for the shirt, and I'm gonna tell you how I came up with committed. Somebody else again, something happened. But I went to talk to her, and she was like, "Oh my God, Beverly," she said, "I can't even believe it." And actually, she was the starting part of that. She's what really kind of launched me into the committed thing. And she, we were talking, and she was like, "Beverly, if you go down this path, then what's going to happen is Satan is going to wage war on you, on your household, on things that you hold dear. And, you're opening up something that you may not be ready for." And I said, he's prepared me for things already. It's some things that I've gone through already that, nobody had could even imagine. So I can't imagine him, unless, God forbid, he takes somebody out of my life that I love. and that's happened already. So, it's things. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared of what he's going to do, because I know no matter what happens, God's got my back. He's gonna make sure I can make it through it. It may not be the easiest test that I have to go through, but he's gonna make sure I get through it. So, when you say stuff like that, another reason for some of the shirts that I have there is because we have to make sure that we understand that, these things are his word. He's not going to leave us. If we have faith to believe in things, then we can just go ahead and go through it and go get it done. And whatever the devil throws at us, we got to believe that God is still going to get us to that mark that we're supposed to be going to. So, but I'm sorry.
I know that's great, because I'm starting to understand, more and more as we go through this walk, that sometimes the most challenging parts, like to your point, like I expect resistance whenever I'm on the right path and whenever I'm getting ready to do something. Like first I expect resistance from myself, because half the time God is asking me to do something that I'm like, what you want me to do? What, God? Like it
Jesus.
Like it's so I gotta have deal with my own faith when it comes to that. And then I know once I start stepping in that direction, the enemy is not going to want me to really move into that direction. They're going to, things are going to come up. It's going to touch, members of our family, people who are close to us, to try to, keep our focus off of, what God's purpose is. So it's super key. Yeah. And that's why I think we got to encourage one another and help with it, because it's hard enough. That part of the walk is I think hard enough, because we're dealing with our own faith, our own flesh, and insecurities about things or whatever, and then we're going to have to deal with whatever the onslaught is. And that's why I think we need more of just supporting one another and just saying, hey, you can make that happen. We can do this together. We can push for that. We can share ideas and build platforms and all of that, to really, really push forth the kingdom. I know the last couple of shows, maybe a couple of shows ago, we were talking about Mike Todd, and he's doing a series on called Kingdom, and he's talking all about the kingdom. And I had never really listened to Michael Todd until we started having some conversation here on here. But I actually listened to that whole series, and it's some good nuggets in there, and I definitely would recommend it. But great point. And sis, me, I encourage you to definitely continue to push this. And this is just the start. I want people to go out, support, get these t-shirts.